Welcome back to Sane Sunday Live. We're great to see you here.
How you doing?
We're happy to see you here. And all bloopers are included because this is live. Oh, first we do the calendar of events for all the car shows and cruise-ins. If you haven't been here before, you don't know the format. But to get you up to date on what hello, Camaro time! To get you up to date on what the local car scene is doing. We also have, hey, Budget and Legit Garage. Great to see you here.
Hi.
You'll also notice that if you're new here, that a lot of the people from the car scene on YouTube will be hanging out here with us. We do the community news for the YouTube car scene as well. Deadpool Car, great to see you. All right. We do shout outs for everybody that shows up. Sometimes we show a video or two. I don't think we'll be doing that tonight, but you know, you never know. And on Wednesday nights, we have a guest from the YouTube car community on our hashtag Insane Friends show at the same time, 7:30.
But not necessarily. It could be anybody.
Okay, and so, oh yeah, as far as the Insane Friends show, yeah, you never know. We might have a event coordinator come here and physically sit down with us and stuff and tell us about their event, that kind of thing.
Or not. You never know.
Right. That's the variety part. Extraordinary Cars. Good to see you here.
Okay, now.
Lots of car people in here. Make sure you connect with each other. Make sure you check out each other's channels. And when we say support each other, we don't mean just exchanging subs, because we are not a sub for sub setup. We are actual community, a car community, and we like to support each other's channels and help each other grow. First step in doing that is to go to the other person's channel. Any channel you see in here that you don't recognize or you haven't connected with yet, go to their channel and give exactly what you would want to receive. Pay it forward. Give a full watch. Give a subscription. Give a like. If you feel extra generous, share the video on your Twitter and your Facebook, stuff like that. And oh, thanks, Camaro time.
That's awesome.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Woo, yes, we did.
You.
I almost forgot to mention that we did hit 1,800, which is awesome. And it reminds me of when Camaro time was here a week or two ago, and he hit 1,800, which is also very awesome.
Yeah. Now,
so that's what the community is all about, and that's what one of the reasons why we shout out the communities that we're involved in almost every live, because we are so thankful for all you guys' help in achieving what we've achieved. We've insane growth this year, and we've been trying to make sure that everybody else here receives insane growth as well by, you know, doing what we were talking about. Connect with each other's channels. Support each other's channels and go back.
Deadpool hit a deer.
Ooh, ow. Yeah, well, that's amazing that you got minimum damage from that, because those deers will mess up your car. We've got quite a few of them around here. We got to watch out for them. We're pretty in tune with which spaces in the road to really look hard. But sometimes little Bambies would just be like, they look like they're just waiting for just the right time to jump right out in front of you.
Yeah, it's a game.
Yeah.
Anyway, I had a very eventful day yesterday. Me and my sweetie got on the Harley and we went up the mountain. Why? Because I got a new helmet. See? It's got dragons. It's pink. I dare people to say they didn't see me because it's pink. And we went up the mountain and we got to the first cut off and it started to rain a little bit. And we came back, and when we got back, it didn't rain anymore. It was just a few drops.
Yeah. It was, well, it started out a few drops and it kept getting worse. So we started coming down the mountain. It got big, thick drops and more of them. And we're thinking, okay, here's coming one of those sudden Appalachian storms, which just happened a few minutes ago right here. I mean, it went for like 10 minutes and it just a big gushing downpour. So we're coming down the mountain. As soon as we get down the mountain, it quit.
I just messed up my ponytail. But
so we would have spent quite a bit more time up in the mountains if it hadn't been for that. Now, in the chat, there's a pretty good discussion going on about the deer thing with the Deadpool car and Budget and Legend Garage. That reminds me of probably 12 years ago at the shop in Chattanooga. We had another business owner. He owned an Italian restaurant, was what it was. And he had a Camaro, and it was a V6 Camaro, but it was a nice Camaro. And he brought it in because he had run over a deer, and the antlers had punctured both the oil pan and the transmission pan.
oh wow.
And he kept driving it home.
Oh no.
And he ruined both the engine and the transmission. And so I ended up completely rebuilding the transmission. It had already gotten to the point at that point where the parts were so much more expensive for the engines by that time that it was cheaper to buy another rebuilt engine than it was for me to build the engine for him, because I would have spent that much in parts alone for what he bought the engine for. So we put I built the transmission, put it in there, and we put the engine that he bought in there as well. And that was deer damage. I mean, nowadays that car would be totaled.
I'm wearing my helmet because you never know when this is going to become dangerous.
Yeah, it get insane in here.
Yeah.
She sure is. Hey, that means more saddle time for me. She gets a new helmet. I get to ride more. Well, let's do the community news for the local car community. Everybody from Dalton to Chattanooga, Tennessee, down to North Atlanta, and sometimes further. We're planning on going back to Gatlinburg at some point because there's a couple of nice museums up there. One you've already seen stuff on our channel from, and another we haven't filmed yet. Well, there's a third one up there too that Camaro Time has some video already on his channel of a nice motorcycle museum up there that we want to go film as well. So we're definitely going to be getting back up to the Gatlinburg Pigeon Forge area sometime this year. I guess what we're really waiting for on that is for the car show season and cruising season to calm down, because the benefit of the blessing and the curse of not having a bunch of car shows and cruisings to go to is that we get to switch to doing museums and other places like that during the time when there's not that many car shows. So in the meantime, we have a bunch of car shows and cruisings. Yes, Wheels Through Time. That's right, Camaro Time. Thank you. Wheels Through Time. We want to hit that place and hit it hard with lots of empty SD cards and come out with lots of full ones. So in the meantime, it is now the 9th of September. So we are right at the tail end of River Slam at the Dam is wrapping up right now. River Slam at the Dam. And there's a few people I know on our Facebook page, our Saneauto Facebook page, that are at the River Slam and have been there part of the weekend or all weekend. And Deadpool Car says she's going to Bowling Green next month for the huge Import Alliance next month.
Awesome.
Oh, definitely. See if you can get some footage of that. We'll put it on the page. And I'm sure you'll be on your page too.
I also want to let everybody know that on October the 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, and 10th, 11th, I think, there will be no Saneauto live.
Well, there'll be no live. There will definitely still be Saneauto here.
But there will not be any lives.
And if I may be able to pre-edit some stuff and set it to upload during that time so that we'll still have content coming up. I've done a couple of those things this last week. I'll have a list here in a minute of some of the upcoming stuff. We'll go over that when we're doing community news. Right now, we're at the 9th. So River Slam, finish it up, and then no, I'm in the wrong month, am I? Am I in the right month?
For what?
We already had Labor Day.
Yeah, that's September.
Yeah.
It's still September.
Okay, then why does my thing say that? Okay, I'm in the wrong week, is what it is. Sorry, guys. I need more coffee.
Okay, folks, I messed up my hair putting it in this helmet. So
you're going to have helmet hair when you pull it off.
I think I'm just going to leave the helmet on for the rest of the show.
The female Stig, everyone. Lady Stig. Formerly the queen of the car scene, now Lady Stig. Whoa. No, it's like this. Lady Stig.
He went pretty fast, didn't he?
Yes, he did.
Okay.
He was definitely very fast. Okay, September the 14th is Swapapalooza.
It's a good thing it's a pretty helmet, so I can just keep it on. And it's not stinky like it was the first time I put it on. Oh my goodness, it was very stinky.
Got a message from Deadpool car.
I know. I said.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't realize.
I don't know if she heard me because of the helmet thing going on here, but I did say thank you, Deadpool car.
And you're absolutely right, Camaro Time, about the camera on the helmet thing. We definitely need to do something about that. And I'm sure there's some guys out there that have that do some moto vlogs and stuff. So we could use some maybe connect with us on the Saneauto Facebook page. We could use some suggestions on the camera and the device to hold the camera on the helmet, the attachments, so that we can get the right stuff and start getting some footage. We did do some film of ourselves in the motorcycle on one of the pull-offs up there on Fort Mountain that I will probably put with the footage of the RC aircraft meet at the airport over here. There's a lot of...
We went to that yesterday. It was very hot on the tarmac.
Yeah. But there were some really cool RC planes there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Very
I like
detailed.
This really pretty one that was black and white. I don't remember what kind it was. That black and white one, the black and white camouflage.
F-16.
F-16.
Sure was F-16.
Really
and it really was jet powered.
Yeah, I didn't get to
there was quite a few jet powered RC aircraft there, including a replica of a ME-262.
We found him.
They were actually flying them around.
But it's not. It's just the body.
Yeah, well, it's not just the body. It's you know, I mean, it could be restored. It's still got the motor in it and everything, but it's an electric.
Yeah.
It's an older electric RC plane with
Yeah.
electric prop and everything. It doesn't have a gas motor. But it's the reason I got it while I was there is because it's a replica of a Mustang. So I just had to have that to go in the garage with my Mach 1. Yeah.
So the Mustang's with the Mustang now.
Oh yeah. Yeah, Camaro time said he saw an RC Airwolf one time. They even had firing rockets and jet turbines. Now I know some of these guys around here have some that are like that. And as a matter of fact, one of the guys that I worked for in the transmission industry when I was just learning back in the early 90s, he had one that had firing rockets. But he had a whole collection of aircraft that some that he had bought, some that he had built, and he had one that was working firing rockets on it. And that was pretty cool.
Okay, you got a question. I can't really read it because
Budget and Legit Garage says, wondering if you do oscilloscopes in diagnosing of cars. Hardly ever. I do have an oscilloscope, but it has a lot of dust on it. But I did mostly primarily.
Hi.
I went through a 26-year period of doing primarily transmission rebuilding. So I tried to stay away from.
How you doing?
Fab Automotive Detailing. Woo! All right, and Lonesome's Garage. Great to see you back, guys. So I avoided it as much as possible, diagnosing drivability problems, engine drivability problems. But here's where I got trapped into doing it repeatedly, several times per year. We do a transmission in a vehicle, and everything's perfect. It leaves. A month or two later, it comes back, and here's how they would put it. They say, oh, ever since you built my transmission, now it's jerking. It's been jerking since y'all built my transmission. So we test drive the car and tell them, oh, well, you got an engine miss. It has nothing to do with the transmission. You need to go to somebody that specializes in that and fix that. So then they come back a couple of days later screaming and cussing and acting like a bunch of idiots. You know, that Walmart mentality. Well, I talked to my buddy and he's a mechanic. My cousin's a mechanic or whatever, that kind of thing. And somebody you might know is a mechanic and they said that you're full of crap and that y'all should have been fixing that. And that's something to do with the transmission. And no. Okay. Look. Tell you what, just leave it with us. We'll take care of it. So they come back and the spark plug wires or the plugs or the coil or whatever it was that's causing their misfire be sitting on the table right there waiting for them. And they come in and we're like, okay, this is what fixed it. Let's go ride with you. Well, first we go ride with them, let them agree with us. Yeah, it's fixed. Oh man, it runs so much better. It feels so much better. All that kind of stuff. Yeah, okay, great. Glad we could fix that for you. And get them in the office and show them what we replaced and tell them now, you know, they'll be like, oh, well, I'm sorry. I didn't know that was it. Well, you know, thank you very much, but don't come back anymore. Y'all just go get your car fixed somewhere else from now on. And that's how we'd end up doing. And we hardly ever used the scope for that because, I mean, it's still just conditional diagnosis. I mean, after a while, you know how to tell the difference. Not the least of which, you know, you go and you feel it misfiring like that. And sometimes it'll even have code for misfire on cylinder number this or cylinder number that, which is helpful, but not always. It's not always there.
Well, anyway.
Yeah, you're absolutely right, Fab Automotive Detailing. That they literally do say that exactly word for word. It wasn't like that before you worked on it. Golly, man, you know. Yes, it gets old. It does. It gets old.
Fuzzy kittens, fuzzy kittens.
Yeah, Camaro time. That's a good point. Their cousin or their friend or their buddy or whoever is such a great mechanic and so much better than we are, then why didn't they just fix it for them? You know?
Fuzzy kittens, puppies.
Yeah, she's right. She's right. She's right. I mean, I'll get too negative. This is a happy place. This is fun time. We'll go back to get back on track with all the great stuff that's coming up in the car community right now. The 14th, not the 14th, the 15th is Swapapalooza at Camp Jordan in Eastridge from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. These are the same people that do the Bugapalooza, so you know it's going to be a fun event. There's going to be some fun off-the-wall stuff going on like they did. I don't know if they're going to do all the car limbo and stuff like that they did, but they definitely going to have a bunch of Volkswagens and stuff there. Also, there'll be Roger Allen Wade at Mountain Creek Harley Davidson from 12 to 4. There's going to be the much-awaited Ophir Baptist Car Show starting at 8:30 a.m. and Chattanooga Cars and Coffee. And since it's the third Saturday of the month, Hot Rod City will be having their cruise in. And if you go over there, make sure you tell Chris Martin that you heard about it again on Saneauto and the king and queen of the car scene, Victor and Carol Sane, said to tell Chris Martin hello. Now we have the 16th, the same weekend on a Sunday, Hot Rod Auto Show, the Chattanooga Market in Tennessee, 1829 Carter Street. Now, like the Hot Rod City and the Bugapalooza and stuff like that, there is video of all these events from the last time they had the event right here on Saneauto. But there's also more information to all these events on the Saneauto Facebook page. Making Tracks is here. Hey, what's happening? Oh, that reminds me. If you look here on the board, you'll see Chopper's Rule. Right. Wait a minute. I'm disoriented with this backwards stuff. I'm looking at the screen. Chopper's Rule. His sticker right there that he sent us, and that's the beginning of our board for stickers from all you guys. We will be repositioning the board where it's more visible and it's easier for people to see. But we appreciate Chopper's Rule, and I think you and Chopper's Rule were hanging out today, weren't you, after his live? Which reminds me too, I wanted to announce that Chopper's Rule the last few Sundays has been pretty consistently morning in Australia, which happens to end up being around 4:30 here in U.S. Eastern Time. So before you come to our live, if you want to go to a live with another cool member of the hashtag Insane community, our hashtag Insane friends, you can hang out with Chopper's Rule 1 around 4:30 every Sunday, and then we'll be here at 7:30. And if anybody wants to announce their live that's coming up next week, go ahead and do it in the chat. We do not have any rule against that. We're, like I said, the hashtag Insane community, hashtag Insane friends. We actually encourage you to go ahead, as long as your live isn't at the same time our live is, to announce your live, announce what's coming up on your channel. That's part of the community news. That's what we're doing here, is getting the community news out. You guys are the community. So you are the same community. So we want to help you grow your channels and help you get.
I got a math problem for you. There is 6 likes and 13 people watching.
Well, that blows your theory away, Fab. She's not sleeping. She's watching you guys to make sure you're liking right. But
we have
oh my gosh, she's right.
13 people watching and only 6 likes. Who's sleeping out there?
It's not the queen of the car scene, that's for sure. Fab went live Friday and Saturday. All right. Woo-hoo! and enjoyed it. I will be going live every Saturday night around 9 p.m. Awesome. Okay, where I was keeping the live calendar for Insane, for the hashtag I am a creator community. The reason you haven't seen that in a while is because everybody started living on top of each other. And because we're only one branch of the I am a creator community, but we are, we're only one of the people that started the hashtag I am a creator community. And a few people in here that were right there at the beginning.
I don't have glasses on. We got somebody that just came in.
Hemi JL8 is here.
Awesome.
All right.
Hey.
Good to see you. But
sorry,
we are
don't have my glasses.
The founders of the hashtag Insane community, or the hashtag Insane Friends hashtag. And I hate to put it this way, but we have full say of what goes on with the hashtag Insane Friends. So what I want to do is what I tried to do with the I am a creator community, and that is organize a calendar of lives where anybody that wants to use the hashtag Insane Friends hashtag in their live, go ahead and do it. But first coordinate with us, and we will all not live on top of each other like what's been happening with the I am a creator community. And that way
we'll all be able to watch.
We'll all be able to watch each other's stuff, and we'll all be able to get a lot of traffic on our lives when we have our lives, because there's not 1 or 2 or 3 people living every day. There's not 3 or 4 people trying to live at the same time, and 1 or 2 people getting all the traffic and everybody else getting nothing. We want to help each other out, cooperate, coordinate, and everybody win. Make everything a win-win thing. So, and shout out each other's lives like we're doing here, and send people to each other's lives and each other's channels, and just really make it everything that the I am a creator community is and more. That's what we want to do with the Insane Friends. And everyone get just hashtag insane growth.
Legit Sparage is looking forward to going live with, I guess, us.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I can't wait. I just need you to pick a Wednesday. We could do it as soon as the 12th, which is this coming Wednesday. 12th, 19th, 26th. Just let me know which one. So we'll put you on that, and then anybody else will put on the remaining Wednesdays for this month. Love to have you on the Insane Friends show on Wednesday night, and I'm sure everybody else here would love to hear more about your channel and your videos and stuff, especially stuff you're doing like where you were. Oh gosh, what was that car? You replaced the rear end in. It was a diesel car, and you replaced the rear suspension so that you could put the gas shocks.
Are you feeling better?
Oh yeah, Camaro time had some downtime, and luckily he was back to work Friday. That's what tough guys do. Hospital Thursday, work on Friday. Well, that's fine. Going live on Facebook, you can. If you do have a schedule, though, we can shout it out for you.
Yeah.
And we'll just tell them you're on Facebook, and instead of and you can do the same. You can shout us out for our lives, and that's another reason why it's so much more beneficial for everybody if we do a hashtag Insane Friends. What's not being done in the I am a creator community. We have consistent lives that are coordinated, and we all shout out each other's lives. I mean, we can really accelerate the growth of everybody's life that way. Just like in any other business, cooperation is way much more profitable for everyone involved than competition is. Yes, Deadpool Car is Jennifer Hakeem on Facebook, and you can find her lives there. And I'm Victor Sane on Facebook, and Carol's Segura Sane.
Yeah.
And her YouTube channel is Carol Sane.
Yay.
If you put a comment on there, they can connect with your icon.
Yeah, but I don't have much up there. I don't have time.
Hey, there's some people working through several communities, including the I Am a Creator community and stuff like that, that have no content on their channels, or one, maybe 2 videos. And you've got several videos on your channel, so. Okay, Deadpool Car, it's usually on weekends at big events. Yes, and what she means is mostly car events. So, you know, it's interesting stuff. That's another thing I like about our Insane Friends community. We've got a lot of people coming here to the lives and commenting on our videos that you can connect with.
To put a ponytail back on.
That, you know, we're hitting car shows and cruise ins.
What do you think? You think I should get one of those?
The sticker ponytail things? No, you should get the 2 of them that come out either side. Because you've got all this vents and stuff. You can't really put just the one single one in the back. And besides, you already got one right there. So what was I saying? Oh, yeah. So we have so many other members of the community with car that's like, well, Camaro Time, he's here right now, and he's got a lot of videos of car shows and cruise-ins and events like that on his channel in North Carolina. And right now, a lot of people are watching things like the Smokey and the Bandit car that we filmed and stuff. It's gotten some renewed attention because of what happened with here lately. And he's got some video of that in one of the big events in North Carolina. He's got some star cars over there, like the both the Smokey and the Bandit car, the Dukes of Hazzard car, one of the sheriff cars from the Dukes of Hazzard, and just a whole line of famous cars at one of the shows that he went to in North Carolina. But there's a lot of people here that have videos on their channels of car shows and meets and stuff in areas that we're not in and we're not covering. And Uzulu's Garage is not here right now, but he's here frequently. And his channel, although you can't find his icon right here because it's not here right now, you can find it in several of our other videos in the comments below the videos, and just click on that and go to his channel. And he's got a lot of cars filmed in Detroit, Michigan. And I could just go on and on about the different places where you can see the car shows and the cruise-ins. And, you know, of course, Deadpool Car, she's doing these lives from these events, so you can see the events that she's going to as well. And maybe she'll put some more of those on her YouTube channel.
Okay.
Yeah, she's saying right here she may be doing some more of that for her YouTube videos. She's going to try to do some of the importer lines. Yes, there's thousands of cars there. October 19th through 21st. Very good. Yeah, that is sad news about the Bandit.
Yeah, but he's up there in heaven running a course all over heaven, so don't worry. When you get up there, you get a course beer.
I wonder if that's why he died, because he needed to take some Coors beer across the border to heaven.
That's what happened.
A dark sense of humor. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I've been that way since birth.
Yes, budget. Fist bump.
I've been this way since birth. I can't help it.
So the 22nd of September is the RWC Car Show, East Washington Street, Summerville, Georgia, from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. And the 29th will be the For the Children Shriners Car Show at First Avenue Baptist Church, right here in Dalton, Georgia. And
yep, that's what
Atlanta,
I was thinking.
And All Flaked Out.
Exactly, Camaro time.
Which is an open house at 12 p.m. to 4 p.m. where Joe Angel will be there, the artist that does a lot of the more extravagant, fantastic paint jobs on some of the lowriders and other cars that you see in our films. It's at 2505 Veterans Memorial Highway in Austell, Georgia. That is on the west side of Atlanta, but it is outside the perimeter, so not quite as scary as going inside the perimeter on west side. October the 6th, the first Saturday of October, is, of course, Hot Rod City Cruise-In Ringgold, Georgia. Again, tell Chris Martin that Victor and Carol Sane said hello. We got the 7th of October, which is a Sunday, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. is Cars of the Past, 1124 Clark Street in Covington, Georgia. There is Vid Summit in Los Angeles, California from the 9th till the 12th. In case anybody wants to buy a plane ticket and go out there. Well, you know, of course, we have a large viewership in California, so there may be some people right there in Los Angeles listening right now, or at least listening on the replay. So 9 to 12, you guys ain't got no excuse. Get out to Vid Summit, Los Angeles, California. Now, the 13th of October is Cars versus Cancer in Andretti Indoor Karting at 11000 Alpharetta Highway, Roswell, Georgia. I wouldn't know anything about that place.
Me either.
Varnell Community Christmas Car Show.
I think it was a bad flash.
On Saturday of October. It's a little early for Christmas, guys. But it's there and it's happening whether we like it or not. And we like it. It's going to be full of cars. Varnell School Ball Fields. That is really close to here. We will probably be going there, depending on what happens between now and then.
And depending on what happens on the 6th of October, I don't know what happens on that day, but it's a very special day in the car community.
Yes, it is. The 6th, yes. The 6th, there's also, oh man, I wish I wrote it down here. A Mustang event, which we won't be able to go to because the Mustang event is on my Facebook page, and I can't get to it right now fast enough. But apologize for not shouting that out. I will have it on next week's community news. There is a big Mustang meet here in the Appalachian Mountains on the 6th, and it happens to be the same day of our family reunion. So half of Dalton will not be at any car meet because they'll be at our family reunion.
I don't want to go to that. I don't.
It's a secret birthday party for you, baby.
No.
Full of lots of food.
Okay. Too many people.
Well, there's going to be lots of people.
There's half of Dalton going to be at this place.
Mm-hmm.
And the other half is going to miss it because they forgot to wake up on time. That's it.
More big events in Chattown? Oh, there's plenty of them. But the Hot Rod Auto Show on the 16th of September is going to be in Chattown at 829 Carter Street. And the what was that? The River Slam at the Dam was in Chattanooga, Tennessee.
Thank you,
it's closing up right now. And the Chattanooga Cars and Coffee on the 15th.
Have you gone to that,
in Chattanooga.
There's a lot of awesome people there.
Yeah, there's quite a few videos of some of the cars there at the Chattanooga Cars and Coffee on our channel with the owners of the cars. At least 1 or 2 pictures during the video with the owners of the cars beside the cars. So you can see there, and in the description is usually the name of the owners.
Yeah, it's kind of an awesome place.
So, and Bub's Vacation and ATRA Adventures are in they're part of the hashtag Insane Friends, and they are in Chattanooga. They are in an event right now. Well, they've probably gone home by now, but they were at Bat Out of Hell YouTube channel. They were at his meet and greet event just south of Nashville.
He was thanking us for
shouting out his
shouting it out. He wasn't actually here, but he sent somebody to thank us,
which was awesome.
Yeah.
And we caught a couple of the lives from Etard, who was walking around showing everybody what had showed up there, and some really interesting stuff, including a 1970 Gotcha. There was a 1970 Gotcha there, and I don't know if you know what a 1970 Gotcha is, but it is a small little car that can turn like a zero-turn mower. It turn on a dime, and most of them were made with 2 levers where you would drive it like a tank. But this one is one of the few that had a steering wheel.
It was North Georgia Mustang Club Car Show.
Thank you, Camaro Time. See how great Camaro Time is?
Yes,
he is the best moderator ever.
Maggie Valley, North Carolina.
Yep, absolutely. That is absolutely the one I was trying to think of. Yes, thank you so much. Northeast Georgia Mustang Car Club show in Maggie Valley, North Carolina. Yes. So that'll be going on. That's the one we're definitely going to miss because it's her birthday.
Yeah. I'm sorry, people. I am selfish, and I want my sweetie all to myself on my birthday. I don't want him to even look at a car.
One of the ones we will be at will be on the 29th, the For the Children Shriners Car Show.
Yeah.
At 11th Avenue Baptist Church on the south end of Dalton. We're not going to miss that for sure. Be out there helping support the Shriners children and trying to get them more traffic there and trying to get more help for the children, the sick children that the Shriners are supporting. And we will probably go to the Swapapalooza at Camp Jordan on the 15th. And that gives us 2 nice big car shows. And I'd like to hit, if we get a chance. No, we missed that. So that's not going to happen. Okay.
We missed what?
So, did you grab my pad in there with the notes on the videos that I've been editing that are coming up on the channel next?
Oh, where's it at?
Right there to the left of where the computer usually sits. May have some stuff on it.
This one? Legal pad?
Yeah, that's it.
Yes, and you got these. You need these?
What is it? What are those? No, I don't need those. I don't need those. Those are for trying to keep up with promoting other things.
Okay.
So North Georgia Stangs is going to be at Manning Mill Park. That's Sean Evans' group, the 20th of October, and this one's going to be a car show, not just a cruise in. So it's also called Ponies in the Park, and it's going to be in Adairsville, Georgia. That's another one we're really going to try to get to and support, because I think this is his first full-on car show. It's going to be from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m.
You need to read what Deadpool wrote. I'm not sure.
The info on the Shriners through Facebook. Yes, I can. And I'm going to try to, let's see, when is that event happening? The 29th of September. For the Children's Shriners Car Show, 11th Avenue Baptist Church.
Oh, wow. I bet that thing was awesome.
I'm going to find that flyer again on the Saneauto Facebook page and move it up closer to the top so that we can all see it a lot easier and find it a lot easier.
Yeah.
So that would be like every other week, us hitting a car show and filming. And in the meantime, well, it doesn't take every weekend to just fill up the editing, because we still have, we released that one Mustang from the American Dreams car show. There's another Mustang that we filmed that we're going to be editing and putting up on the page. A 1,000 horsepower Mopar. By the way, I haven't yet, so I want to shout out hashtag Mopar community. Very supportive community. We really appreciate them
Mustang community.
supporting us. Yes, and hashtag Mustang. Okay, and there was a girl there named Stephanie, and she has a Prince themed Mustang. We filmed that, and it hasn't been
that one was
yet.
pretty.
Yeah.
It was black and purple.
Yep, yep. So we got that. We also have the Dukes of Hazzard General Lee. Excuse me, that we have not finished editing and putting up.
And he says we still have a favorite road footage that we didn't edit yet.
That's true. We still have that, and we have some, not only that footage, but the footage that we got today up on the mountain yesterday would be nice to put with that footage, because it's all connected to this same road. Thank you, Hero and Dalton Cruise In. We did put up the show, the overview of the show, but we have not edited and put up the red Corvette owned by David Belcher, the event coordinator of the show. So we've got that to look forward to coming up on the channel. Part of the reason is because I've been doing a lot more repair videos again at request from a lot of viewers asking questions about, you know, how this works and how the interchange of this and that. And it's hard to explain those things verbally. It's a lot easier to make a video showing what the differences are in the parts, or showing how to fix this or how to fix that. There are still great vehicles from the Time to Shine show, including that Pontiac Trans Am and the Waldo Jeep. The Rebecca Davis car show, which, by the way, raised $13,500 this year for the children.
Camaro says we got something coming for our sticker board.
Woohoo! All right, the Camaro time sticker. You get tired.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, baby. At the Rebecca Davis car show, we had the Elvis Impala, which is awesome Impala. You're gonna love it when you see it.
My energy, because there were 13 people in my chat, and only 7 people were liking it, and I think that that's sad because they don't like me.
No, they like you. They're
so their
fingers broke. Yeah, they just can't press the like button. Their fingers broke.
Oh.
So as far as repair videos, we have quite a bit of transmission stuff coming up. We have the van AC stuff. Did I not do that yet? The van AC thing? Did I not already release that?
I don't know. Bye, Deadpool.
Oh, see you later, Deadpool.
You have a good evening, Jennifer.
Let people know about the live on your Facebook lives.
Yeah.
And we'll tell people about your Facebook lives on here. Let us know when they're going to be. You know how to reach us on our Facebook.
Yeah.
There's the small stuff like plug-in tires and stuff that need to go up there.
Oh, by the way, I like your pajamas.
And more of the GB70 booster, because as it gets older and more used, we're going to still be testing it hard to see if it does as well as it did when it was brand new. We're going to see how well it does when it's not so new. We got the transmission parts ID. We're going through all the parts of the AODs and 4R70Ws, the Mustang transmissions right now. But I do have another video coming up on that is an answer to a question on the TH250s and TH350 torque converters and the different types of torque converters for those, for the Chevrolets, and how to check a valve body is going to be going up. I've already filmed that. I need to finish editing that and put that up. 5 things to never do to your automatic transmission is another video we're going to be doing. The flushing machine, how to operate the torque converter flushing machine.
And we were brainstorming earlier, and I think I got him convinced to top 5 tools too.
Oh yeah, which would be several videos if we're going to do top 5 tools.
Yeah.
Maybe top 5 of this type of tool, top 5 of that type of tool. You know, the things that I've used over the years, starting with the 5th best one, which would probably be something that I was using a lot until something better came out, and that would be the 4th, and then something better came out and I bought that would be the 3rd, all the way up until what I use the present day, because now it's the newest and best that type of tool in my collection. Or the top number 1 may be a
tool you want.
Yeah, a wish tool that I'm going to get that's on my list to replace my whatever is the best one I have now. Anyway, oh, and I already mentioned the torque converter for the TH350, which also overlaps in the TH400s. So we'll go through the 250s, 350s, and 400s and different torque converters for them, and how to ID them in case you're trying to figure out.
That came off my helmet. That means I've got a big head. That M is for, my God, that's a big head.
It's for massive memory. So let's give a good shout out to everybody that came to our live today.
Got amnesia and forgot all about me.
What? No. Camaro time, Budget and Legend Garage, which is going to be on the Insane Friends show Wednesday night. We're just waiting for him to tell us which Wednesday night. And then we will let you guys know.
Wait. He bought his first Snap-on.
Oh, yeah.
Yay.
All right. Awesome. That is something. I still have the first Snap-on tool that I ever bought. She was with me.
Remy, how you doing?
Remy Moore.
Haven't seen you in a while. How are you?
Remy Moore is in the house. Super supporter, Remy Moore. Woo! Woo! It is great to see you back, buddy. Great to see you back. And it's Super Chat. Okay? Super Chat. Yeah. Well, Remy knows how to make an entrance, doesn't he?
Yes, he does.
We were just shouting out people that came to the chat, Remy. We have Camaro Time, first in chat. Budget and Legend Garage, second in chat. Then Deadpool Car, who you just missed because she had to go. She's been doing some lives on Facebook. Carol Sane, woo!
Hi.
And Extraordinary Cars with 2 S's.
I put
was
him
here.
in timeout. He was a little bit rude.
Was he a little bit rude?
He said he was spreading the love like something else.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Something itchy.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. So, yeah. That was rude.
Well, between you and Camaro Time, we don't have to worry much about that because y'all take care of them. Whack them. Fab Automotive Detailing is here. And you missed a great story about deer in the road.
Yeah.
Deadpool Car.
That's a shame. So that must have been a real part of a deer that
Lonesome's Garage
on Facebook.
Making Tracks.
Yay, I got 7 likes and 7 people watching. But the problem is
JL8 is
13.
here. Shout out hashtag Mopar community.
Yay.
Lots of love for them. And the hashtag Insane Friends. And the I Am a Creator community. And Remy Moore. Woo! Toolbox footage. It says the message was deleted by Carol Sane. Was that the one?
Yeah.
So it wasn't, let's make sure we get this right. It wasn't Extraordinary Cars that said something. It was Toolbox.
Yeah, he said just
Toolbox
rubbing it and spreading the love like.
Yeah. Yeah, we keep our language clean in here. Try to keep everything G-rated. So.
Yeah. Lady appropriate.
If you want to keep it lady appropriate, keep it G-rated, then you're welcome to come right back. As long as you keep it clean.
If not, then I'll put you on timeout again. And then we might have to block you after 3 timeouts.
Well, let's not get ahead of ourselves. He might be perfectly willing to behave himself, and then we can be friends.
Yeah.
MEJL8 Wicked Fabs is here. Hello, Wicked Fabs. Remy Moore is super supporter tonight. Anybody that has not connected with Remy Moore's channel, please do. He's got some great original music on there. We like his music so much we actually used some of his music in a video that we made.
There's several.
We have not done that with any other channel's music. Oh, thank you, Remy Moore.
It's okay.
Saying that Mustang video was cool. That was nice looking Stang. Yeah, we've done quite a few. We've done a few Mustangs here lately, and we've got a couple more coming up. At least 2 more coming up, along with quite a few other cars that we've already filmed. And then we finally did the video on the Carol and I doing. Oh, I'm losing my vocabulary. I'm getting my caffeine is wearing off.
Coffee.
Caffeine is gone. It's all burned up. I can feel it leaving my brain. the pedestals on the spoiler for the Mach 1. We finally did that video and edited it and got it up.
And I was in that one.
One day, I've been watching Camaro Times videos.
That I'm a heck of a mechanic.
And I got a sneaking suspicion that one of those newer videos on how to do stuff on DaVinci was specifically for me because I definitely needed the information you put in that video, Camaro Time. And I've already watched that thing 3 times. But if any of you haven't noticed yet, Camaro Time is probably the best at editing and thumbnails and stuff right now. And the tool he uses for doing that is DaVinci, which the DaVinci 15 is out right now. And that's the one I used his link to get the free version of. Oh, well, yeah, I was hoping that was it, Toolbox. Yeah, I got a little dark with my humor earlier tonight. So we forgive you and welcome back.
Yeah, it's okay.
It's all right. You just owe us to forgive one time when we slip up. But yeah, everybody check out everybody else's channel. And when you support, don't just do like a sub for subber. Actually support each other by watching full video, subscribing, hitting the like button. You don't have to, but if you want to go the extra mile.
Got awesome music.
Oh yeah, Remy. Start with Remy Moore's channel. Definitely connect with him and Camaro Time and everybody else here in the chat. Hemi JL8 is from the Mopar community. There's a lot of other people from the Mopar community that's not here right now, but they're in some of the other lives and stuff. But yeah, I got off track. I'm on 3 tracks at once is what it is.
Yeah,
and now I'm getting derailed
down
from everything. There's so many great things to say about so many great people here in the chat. I get to tripping over myself sometimes. We've had the great fortune of connecting with so many awesome channels at this point. It's getting hard to keep up with everybody. Halfway getting the hang of DaVinci. I wouldn't say I'm halfway yet, but thanks to your videos, and that was what I was trying to say. Camaro Time's got a lot of videos showing us how to do this editing with DaVinci, and I'm making a transition from doing the old, well, they're all old now, the old Windows Movie Maker, which the latest Windows Movie Maker is really old compared to the DaVinci stuff. And the DaVinci can do so many more things than the Windows Movie Maker editor that I've been using, that there is a lot to learn. And Camaro Time has been very generous in spending a lot of his time making these videos of step-by-step how to do some of the stuff with DaVinci. And I'm kind of a slow learner on this non-physical stuff with the computer and everything. If I get my hands on something and hold it in my hands, you know, like the auto repair and stuff like that, I can learn it really quickly. But the screen stuff, what I'm doing is watching Camaro's videos repeatedly, one right after the other. And sometimes I'll get to trying to do something I've learned on one of his videos. And this would be true with any video that I do. Any video training that I take, I always have to do it repeatedly. And then I go back and oh yeah, you're right, Toolbox Buddies. Tools and automotive communities are growing fast. At least the ones that we're involved in are growing really fast. And you have to have a community to help you out, like the hashtag Mopar community, the hashtag Insane Friends, the Camaro community, you know, an automotive community to help you grow, because YouTube really pretty much ignores automotive communities. Bubsification, welcome here. If you hadn't already connect with Remy Moore, Bubs.
No kisses.
He's in here in the chat right now. He's one of our super supporters.
He's
got a lot of great music on his channel. We've actually made a video with Remy Moore's music on it. One of our car videos. But yeah, Toolbox, we in the tool and automotive community got to stick together and help each other out, because just like in the real world, dirty hands people don't get the most respect from non-dirty hands people, which usually are in control of most of the resources and the money. But they don't realize that none of this stuff works without us. And so they just kind of overlook us. And some of them think we're kind of crazy for being smart enough to do this stuff and still be getting burnt, bruised, and bleeding all the time. But just because they won't get burnt, bruised, and bleeding, they don't understand why we will.
Okay, yeah, enough.
Yeah, that's too negative, isn't it? Let me get back positive again. Sorry, people. I'm back positive again.
Fuzzy puppy, fuzzy puppy, fuzzy puppy. Yeah, I threw a fuzzy puppy.
Yeah, and you'll notice too, a lot of your repair videos, if you don't stay connected with your community members and go support other channels, and support each other, a lot of people will come to your automotive channel or your tool channel. They'll get the piece of information they want. They don't subscribe or anything, and then they're gone and you never see them again. So without a nice tight-fitting supportive community, it's hard to really grow. And then you see a lot of other channels that are nothing but shock value, shock value, shock value, and no real value, and they'll rocket to the top like a bad news channel.
Cobra.
Hello, Violet Cobra.
How you doing?
Violet Cobra, have you connected with Remy Moore and everyone else in the chat here?
Salvatore.
We have Wicked Fabs is here. Toolbox Footage is here. Hemi JL8 is here from the Mopar community. Camaro time. Bubsification. Oh yeah, hit that like button. Tweet us out on Twitter. Share us on Facebook. All that kind of stuff. Bring more people in here, and y'all can all connect with each other and support each other's channel. Oh, he's a velvet. He's velvet. He's like a little velvet lion. Look at that. Look at his lion's mane. See, he's like a miniature lion. A lion dog. He's a lion dog because he looks like a lion and he's lying about being a lion.
Now you go in your cage now.
Hello, Gregory Salvatore. Gregory Salvatore was another of our #Insane Friends. He was on the #Insane Friend show on Wednesday night, which very soon we're going to have. You heard it right here from Budget and Legit Garage. It's going to be here on one of these Wednesday nights. Okay, well, we'll get some more of that. We won't let the doggy starve. Let me check and see. Right now we've got Camaro Time, Budget and Legit Garage is in here. Carol Sane channel's in here. The queen of the car scene herself right here. Her channel is called Carol Sane. The Deadpool car was here for quite some time.
And our guest host was called Baby.
Fab Automotive Detailing. And which is actually Fab Automotive Detailing is really, he was already good at the detailing on the cars and stuff, but he is getting better and better at it and more informative. And he's got a series of videos right now where he's taken a $400 Jeep and just transformed that vehicle in a series of videos showing you step by step exactly what he's doing to it, how he's getting the great results he's getting from, cleaning and fixing up that thing. And it is a huge transformation. It's very enlightening to see. You know, Camaro Time's got some stuff like that on his channel too. He's got some products on there that he shows how they do and what to use it for, and exactly what situations that they work best in. Like I said, Deadpool car was here. I'm trying to hit everybody. Making Tracks here. Lonesome's Garage is here.
Wow, he's got his car back.
Who does?
Gregory.
Oh, all right. Yes, if you haven't heard, this is good piece of community news from our hashtag Insane Frenzy. If you haven't heard, Gregory Salvatore's V6 Camaro had a big end rod bearing was damaged, and so they had the engine out, had it tore down. That's what they found, was the big end rod bearing. And so I'm not sure exactly how much work, but they did have to rebuild the engine, and I'm not exactly up to date on exactly how much stuff ended up being replaced, but you heard it right here. It is back together and it's on the road. So we'll all need to, after we're done here sometime in the next couple of days, get over to Gregory Salvatore's page and see what all is the scoop on the V6 Camaro, what all had to be done and how it's doing. Well, you can tell us how it's running on here, can't you? Is it running great? Running good? Running bad? Need to take it back? I mean, what's the status? What's the damage report? Hemi JL8 is here.
We're gonna have to go at 9 o'clock, baby.
And
okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
And of course, Remy Moore is here. Toolbox footage is here. Wicked Fabs is here.
Yay.
Violet Cobra. Now, has anybody heard any names you're not familiar with? Please go click those 3 little tabs beside their comment. Connect with their channel. Connect with each other. Do not use any S words in your typing. Do not use back or return or anything like that. You don't have to ask back or return anyway with anybody in our community. Everybody knows what to do. And do not short watch anybody's videos. If you watch somebody's video, watch the full video. If it's like an hour-long video or something, we understand. Make sure you let it play for like 4 minutes or more. Don't skip anybody's ads unless it's excessively long ad. But you know, because you don't get any money if everybody's skipping each other's ads. There's no ad revenue for skipped ads. I mean, just think of it this way. What would you want somebody to do when they came to your channel and your video was playing? Would you want them to let the whole thing play? Well, then that's what you do. You want them to hit the like button? Well, then that's what you do. If you want them to comment on your video, well, that's a must right there. And another trick that I have used, or technique that I've used that really helps grow the channel,
Violet
is
Cobra wants
yes.
to know if we like motorcycles.
Would you like to show him how we feel about motorcycles? You kind of give yourself away that you haven't watched a lot of the videos on the channel yet. Ta-da! Mrs. Stig. That's my lady Stig right there. Oh, and speaking of motorcycles, check out Bubsification, who's also here. Somehow I ran over his name. Bubsification and Etard Adventures. And you'll see quite a few motorcycles. There'll be dirt bikes and they'll be dirty.
Now,
we stick to street bikes.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, we stay on the pavement as much as possible.
A Triumph, and we have a Harley Davidson.
We've got. Well, look behind us. There's some nice one.
Yeah.
We have a Triumph. That one's not ours. We have a Triumph that we've had since 17 years old and mid 80s.
No, I think we were 18.
We were 18 when we got the Triumph.
Yeah, I think so.
Because before then we had the Honda.
Yeah, we had to wait until we were 18 to go from the first trip from Atlanta to Tennessee, and we got the Triumph in Tennessee.
Okay, I'll go along with that.
You got.
She has a better memory than I do.
We were in Red Bank in Dougie's house.
Okay. So, yeah, Doggy, previously known as Mad Dog.
Doggy Dog.
Yep. Then he calmed down a little bit and went from Mad Dog to Doggy. To my old riding friends. Camaro Time's got to go. His wife's calling for dinner. Thank you for being here, Camaro Time. And thank you for being such a great moderator. And for all the great videos and stuff and helpful stuff that you put up on your channel.
And tell Miss Camaro Time I said hi.
Tell her we appreciate her giving up so much time for you to be so active on YouTube as well. We appreciate her. Hashtag Insane Friends Forever. Okay, Gregory Salvatore said he traded his motorcycle for $14,000 in titanium in the bone just below the knee. Oh, wow.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Now, I've got a nice Harley, but I was going to get another even newer Harley way back. And I traded my chance of buying that Harley that year to pay my taxes. I ended up paying over $10,000 in taxes that year, which I'm not really complaining because that was a really good problem to have because, you know, I don't have to tell you how much money I made that year in order to be, I paid in taxes while I was making the money, but I made so much money that year. I had to pay $10,000 in taxes. So it was my own fault that I didn't have, you know, well, I did, but I just didn't want to spend it on a new Harley after paying $10,000 in taxes. I had the money. I just paid off the house instead is what I did with the money that I didn't pay taxes with. So it was a good problem to have.
Anyway.
Okay, Gregory Salvatore's got to go out himself.
Bye.
See you later, Gregory. And maybe sometime soon we'll have you back on the hashtag Insane Friends show. One of these Wednesdays, if you want to, we could do one of these Wednesdays before the month's out, and we can talk about all the stuff that has transpired on your channel and with your Camaro and all that kind of stuff. Because I'm sure you've got a lot of stuff that's happened since the last time you've been on the Insane Friends show. A lot of new videos and a lot of new video stuff coming up. A lot of things have been going on over there on Gregory Salvatore's channel. We'd love to hear about it.
Okay. Now,
okay, one more announcement. Anybody that doesn't already know, that hasn't been here as often as some of the others, it's 7:30 every Sunday night, 7:30 every Wednesday night, Eastern Standard Time that we're here. And if you want to do lives in cooperation with all the hashtag Insane Friends and not overlapping lives, but coordinated lives and be on the the hashtag Insane Friends Live calendar, you know, and be shouted out on here, us telling people about when your lives are and what time they are.
And be dependable and reliable.
Yeah, consistently do it at that time, that day, every week. Then let us know. We'll put you on the calendar, and we'll shout out everybody in the community's live. Let everybody know when you're living, when we're living, and y'all can vice versa do the same thing.
And we'll get more traffic to each other. To
each other's lives, yes. And we'll have.
And I am running out of gas so quick it's not even funny.
I'm feeling it too. Now all that. So we don't take in any caffeine after 6 o'clock. So it's starting to really wear off.
Coffee from the time I wake up to the time I go to sleep.
That is our only.
Well, not to the time I go to sleep. Just
till 6 o'clock. That is our only fun drink is coffee, and so but we really do like it. We're gonna, from the moment we wake up. Well, we brush our teeth first, but right after brushing teeth, it's coffee. This is the priority, and then coffee all day until 6 o'clock, and then we cut it off at 6 o'clock.
And now I'm running out of steam.
Yeah.
See? I keep yawning.
So at this part of the show, since we're getting close to the end of the show, if you haven't already, and even if you have already, you can still do it. Go ahead and put in the chat what's coming up on your channel, any lives that are coming up on your channel next week, any new videos coming up on your channel next week, any videos that you've just put up on your channel in the last couple of days or the last week that you want to let everybody know about. And go ahead and put it in the chat right now. We have no rules against that. As a matter of fact, we encourage that. We want to help you grow your channels. We want to help you get the word out. We want to help you get more traffic on your channels, more traffic on your videos. Let us know right here in the chat so everybody can see it. And we can tell everybody
like when it's gone to bed. You see? Wow. It's gone to bed now. So it's sleep. See?
Mm-hmm.
That's what it looks like when it's asleep. Okay. All right. Thank you. Bye-bye. Good night.
Okay, everybody. Well, it's the 9th. Swap-a-palooza next weekend.
Don't read them all over.
I'm not reading them all over again. Just the next weekend. Swap-a-palooza next weekend. And it's that time again. Huh?
Are we going to that one?
The Swap-a-palooza is one we'll be going to because they're usually such fun people. And hopefully I'll have a lot of this other videos
a lot of
edited
that you get to swap things?
Yes, a lot of booths, a lot of car parts and other Volkswagen paraphernalia.
Do they take money?
Yeah, they will take your money. They will take your money.
Do I get to buy something?
And I'd like to get Hot Rod City cruise in at some point, but our next priority.
Toolbox Footage has a toolbox widget product to review and LED lighting on his tool cart.
Well, that sounds very interesting.
That does sound
great.
Awesome.
So everybody check that out and make sure that if you aren't already subscribed and supporting his channel, while you're there, put a comment and a like and a full watch, and I'm sure he will return the favor. Kimmy JL8 said he just put up a couple of videos of him installing hand controls in the Dodge Charger RT for his wife, who's a paraplegic.
Awesome.
Oh, that sounds very interesting. I'd love to see
Not
that.
awesome that she's a paraplegic, but awesome,
that you're setting that up for her.
Setting it up for her.
And that we get to see that too. It's my mother doesn't drive anymore because she has such a hard time, and I would like to get her in a van with some controls. I mean, she is in an electric wheelchair all the time, and eventually I will be too, because I've got 2 ruptured discs and one of them's really low the back.
She's driving it. That's good.
Yeah, she's okay. Also, a couple of videos of her driving it for the first time. That's great. And so, you know, you see the Rebecca Davis car show. You'll see a picture of us with one of our friends there under the tent. And his car is set up like that. But he's had problems with his back from birth.
Yeah.
Mine is just wore out. And I'm just hanging on to the...
I'm going to the gym so I get big old guns. So one of these days when I got to pick you up, I can pick you up.
You're my sweetie. You're going to help me get in and out of my chair.
She got one of the big old guns I got right there.
Yeah, she does. She got some big ones. Yes, absolutely. A hug for everyone that hugs me. Yep. Want to return those. And we want to do some paying some forward too. Go out and hit everyone that you haven't connected with in this chat, and they'll return.
Anyway,
pay it forward too. It's a great growth strategy.
It is time for us to say goodbye, good night, and sleep tight. Goodbye, good night, and sleep tight.
Yes, it's been great. We really appreciate you guys coming here. Thank you for hanging out with us for Sane Sunday Live. We hope to see you again Wednesday night at 7:30 for Insane Friends. And anybody that wants to be on the Insane Friends show, connect with us on Facebook. I'm Victor Sane on Facebook. Carol Sane on Facebook. We have Saneauto page on Facebook.
He says it's unfortunate that he knows a lot of people like those vans.
Yeah, but I look at it this way: when I'm in one of those, and I'm in a wheelchair, I'm on borrowed time anyway. At least I've made it this far. And 50 years of burnt, bruised, and bleeding, and I've lost a lot of my friends, a lot of my coworkers, a lot of my guys. We just recently this year lost an employee that worked for me for over 8 years. You know, I went through another surgery and come out, and you know, every time I wake up in the hospital, I'm like, woo! I woke up. He didn't make it through his last surgery, and so, you know, hey, if I end up that way, at least I'm still able to be here on this earth and do what I can do. And who knows? Maybe I'll end up being one of those guys that does the wheelchair races. I've got a great woman that'll stick by me.
Yeah.
Even when I get to that point. And you're a great guy. You're sticking by your woman when she's at that point. So, you know, you got great people around you. It's really,
now
it makes it better, easier to overcome. Don't be sad, baby.
Someone will be hurting.
Well, we're both already hurting all the time anyway. Various problems. So, well, let's not talk about it and think about it anymore then.
Yeah.
It's not here yet. It's not that bad yet. Oh, she's always drove it. She hasn't drove the Charger yet. which the RT Charger is now hers. Okay. But she's going to like that, isn't she?
Bye.
Thank you, Toolbox Footage. You have a great one, too. Yeah, thank you, Remy, for reminding them, hit the likes. And thank you for being such a super supporter. We will be taking care of you in the next few days. Really appreciate you coming here. Great seeing you again. Horseaholics Anonymous, it's nice to see you here. That's a great idea of putting an LS motor in that El Camino.
Oh,
I think that's a great idea. We're actually 2 minutes past our quitting time.
Yeah,
so we're saying our goodbyes. Our coffee has long wore off.
Yeah, I need a nap. My dog even wanted to come in and go to sleep. He's laying down over there asleep.
Horseaholics, there's a few semi-new members of the hashtag Insane Friends here in the chat. Definitely click on the 3 little icons beside any name you don't see familiar in here and go connect with them. Support them and comment on their channel. They will return the favor. Like I always say, everybody, don't short watch anybody. Do the long watch on the video, even if you don't. Bubs for vacation. All right, we'll see you later. We'll be watching your lives from the event as well, Bubs.
Okay, that's it. Turn it off.
All right, y'all have a great night. And until the next video, get off the couch and get dirty.
No.